Hey everybody, Nick Dadamio here with you. Today I want to talk to the person who knows they're capable of much more. You know you have more in you. You know you should feel stronger, more focused, more consistent. But lately, something's felt off. Maybe your confidence has taken a hit. Maybe your pipeline feels shaky. Maybe you're working hard, but it feels heavier than it used to. And if that's where you are right now, I want you to hear me. You're not alone. A lot of experienced sales professionals are in that exact place. They're showing up, they're putting in the effort, but underneath it all, they feel frustrated. They feel disconnected. They feel like they are spinning their wheels. And here's what I want to say to you today. That doesn't mean you're done. It does not mean you have lost it. And it definitely doesn't mean that you can't get it back. What it usually means is that you need to get back to the foundation. And after 40 years in sales, I can tell you this. Most people do not struggle because they forgot how to sell. They struggle because they lost connection to the things that make great selling possible. They lost clarity. They lost their structure. They lost belief. And when that happens, everything gets harder. You start overthinking. You start filling your day with busy work. You start reacting instead of leading. You start letting how you feel determine how you're going to show up. And that is a dangerous place to stay. Because when your structure drops, your confidence drops. When your confidence drops, your activity drops. And when your activity drops, your results follow. That is the cycle. But there is another cycle too. And this is the one I want you to focus on. When you get clear on your why, you start showing up differently. When you build structure into your day, you create momentum. And when you take the right actions consistently, your confidence begins to come back. Not because you're hoping, not because you're waiting, because you're doing the work. That is how belief gets rebuilt. That is how consistency comes back. And that is why I care so much about this message, because I know what it feels like to go through the highs and the lows. I know what it feels like to question yourself. I know what it feels like to wonder why something you used to be able to do so naturally now feels harder than it should. But I also know this. You can come back stronger. You can get clear again. You can rebuild your rhythm. You can reconnect to the reason you started in the first place. That is what this journey is all about. It's not about being perfect. It's not about trying to become somebody else. It's about coming back to the best version of who you already are. It's about becoming more intentional, more grounded, more disciplined, more aligned with the kind of sales professional you want to be. And that is exactly why I created Sales Foundations. I created it for the person who is tired of the roller coaster ride, the person who's tired of second guessing himself, the person who does not need more noise. They need a process, a real one, a simple and repeatable one. So if you've been listening to these messages and something's been hitting home for you, I want to encourage you today. Do not just nod your head and move on. Don't just say, yeah, that was good, and go right back into the same old pattern. Take a step, a real step. Join us on this journey. Come be part of a process that helps you rebuild confidence, structure, and momentum. Come learn how to trust yourself again. Come reconnect to your why and start moving forward with more clarity and purpose. Because you do not have to stay stuck, and you do not have to do this alone. There is support for you. There's a better path forward. And sometimes everything starts with just one decision. The decision to raise your hand, the decision to say, I'm ready for something different. So if this message connected with you, I want to invite you to join us. Check out the Sales Foundation's webinar. You can reach out to me. Let's start a conversation. And if this kind of message speaks to you, subscribe to this channel, because this is what we are building here. A place for sales professionals to rebuild belief, restore consistency, and move forward with purpose again. Thanks for being here, and just remember, trust the process. We'll see you next week.